Hello, my beautiful people. It's been forever since I pulled some runes, so I figured I should do that. I have been in a weird energy. I had a great weekend, but it was super busy, backpacking, playing pipes, and I just been in weird energy, and I feel like a block. So I kind of know what it's about, I think, but um, so I'm trying to move away from the block. So I think I know what's causing the block. Sometimes we think we're over something, and then we are over it, and then something happens, and we get kind of sucked back in, and then we have to be over it again. And so, I don't know a lot about like karmic, things or soulmates and soul families. I don't know a lot about that stuff, but I think that, sometimes things are meant to teach you a lesson, and letting go is the lesson that I'm learning. And it's really a one-sided letting go. It's not like another person is on the other side, like pulling the rope. It's me on this side still holding the rope, thinking we're playing this game, and clearly we're not. But I'm super loyal, so it's really hard to walk away from friendships. And not even friendships that this isn't a friendship that ended on a bad note or anything. It was just a growing apart of two people. And then you see them and they're like, oh, it's great, like I saw them and it went really well, but it was like, like that was just like a in the moment kind of thing, not a thing that was gonna last forever. Does that make sense? But anyway, my energy was blocked, and I'm like, why can't I see signs from spirit? Why is my energy weird? Like in the woods, which I love to be in the woods, I love to be in nature, I just felt like uncomfortable, and like there was some kind of block. And so yesterday and today, yesterday into today, I've been just trying to like clean my space and clean my energy and try to figure out like, why is this going on? Like, why do I have this block? But all right, we have our Iona stone, and actually we have a second Iona stone. So I had gotten cards and it came with a stone, so I like the idea that this is the one that I picked and this is the one that I bought. Um, you know, both from Iona. So we have those. So we'll ask Spirit for just an energy pull, and if this resonates with you or resonates with me, we'll just see what happens. My cat is over here just being a weirdo. Stop being a weirdo. She doesn't come over here and play with these stones. All right. All right, so we're starting off our energy with Othala. And how did we get to Othala? We got here through Laguz. So we kind of flew. It's like a flow, and we ended up in this energy. And what is a potential outcome? I'm not doing well with the stones today. Berkano, or Berkano, depending on how you say it. All right, give me a hot second. I'll go and think about these, and I will be right back. So, Spirit's funny, because this reading totally is with my energy, truly. So, Othala, which means inheritance, ancestry, possessions, heritage, experience, values toward enlightenment, journey, ancestral roots. I was just on ancestry.com and looking and my true heritage or whatever it's called. I was just doing that sort of work, so that's funny. I mean, literally doing that at 6 o'clock this morning. Connect to the community, leave a legacy, really focus your energy in a better place. And I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to like get rid of this block by just not, learning the karmic lesson that was meant for me to learn through this relationship and, through this friendship that is, I don't want to say it's no longer a friendship because I believe this person and I are still friends, but we're not, we're not in the same space anymore. And so it's not an active friendship. It's kind of like a resting volcano, right? But the karmic lesson I'm meant to learn is that I have to stop letting it erupt, because it erupts on my land. It's not erupting on their land. So, I have to move my energy past it, because I can't, I can sit and think about it forever, but I can't will the person to like call or text or email or whatever. I can only control my emotions and And I just have to recognize it was a good thing when it was a thing, but it's not a thing anymore. And so I'm moving on. So I'm moving on to a better place, and that's the energy I'm in right now, is really looking at other things, focusing on my own family, my brother and his family, and my obviously my children and my family. And that's where my focus should be. And and I got here because when we think about Laguz and the sort of the flow, Laguz stands for water. You kind of like go with the flow, and then blocks happen. You think about water, blocks happen all the time because trees fall down and rocks get in the way and whatever, right? Debris, tires, people throw their garbage in the stream, and then the water gets blocked, and then I'm thinking like there's one place I really love to hike, kind of like my go-to place that's local, has a quadruple waterfall. And for like 2 years, it was just a double waterfall because the middle two were blocked by this tree that had fallen and sort of blocked the way. And I knew there were 4 waterfalls there, but if you had never been there, you would just think it was just these two on the ends. And so I was out with my foot last year, so I couldn't really go back there. And when I went for the first time this year, the tree had moved and had gone from being across it to being straight. So now all 4 waterfalls were full steam ahead, and it was so beautiful and so surprising. And it was a reminder, I think, to me from Spirit that sometimes blocks, oftentimes blocks will move. It needs some kind of push and energy. Something had to move that giant tree to this giant tree to go from here to here. But that's all possible. That all is possible. So nothing stays the same forever. And really, you have to think about what the goal is, right? I love to see the 4 waterfalls, but I accepted that there were 2. I was very excited to see all 4 again. And when we apply that to our lives, where are our blocks? What do we want? What do we want to see in the end? Do we want to see all 4, or are we willing to accept that there were 4, now there's 2, right? And are we going to wait, for nature to push the tree, or are we going to go up and push the tree ourselves, right? So, we kind of flow into these spots, we get blocked, and then we have to do something, either accept the way it is, or we have to do something. Because in this particular situation with my friend, I'm the one who's creating my own block. The person isn't creating the block because the person isn't even thinking about me. So I'm creating my own block, and I'm the one who has to remove the tree, right? Or I have to accept that I'm going to just be sad about this friendship and lament, and I'm not like that. That's not who I am. That's not the kind of person I am. So I just have to move on. And I did it once before. I'm going to do it again. And then what happens as a result? Once you recognize there's a block and you take action to move it, you give birth to new things. You give regeneration, relationship to higher power. You develop yourself. You develop yourself, and you work toward a better life, and you resolve if you believe in the karmic thing. I had to learn about it because I never heard of it. These karmic situations happen lifetime after lifetime with this particular person. So you resolve it in this lifetime. I think that's how it goes. So if that is the truth, then, I'm moving on because I'm tired of this energy, and, I have other amazing people in my life. What do I feel like, when they talk about, Jesus as the shepherd, he looks for every sheep, and he wants every sheep to come into the fold. And I'm kind of like that with my friends. I want my friends to stay my friends forever. I don't want to lose them. I don't want them to go wandering off into the woods, because I'm super, super loyal. But, I'm not Jesus. I'm not a shepherd. I'm not responsible for this person. And, I have a really green pasture with a lot of green things in it. So I don't need to focus on this one sheep. This sheep, I wish this sheep well in whatever pastures they roam. So let's take a card just to see a spirit to give us anything to clarify the message. If nothing comes out, the reading stands on its own. 3 passes. Anything else we should know, Spirit, about our current energy? Pass 1. 2. Oh, pass 3. Alright, what do we have? Oh, we have portal. Change, gateway, new beginnings, right? Alright, so Berkano, new beginnings. You know, you kind of just have to go through that portal. And, you know, like, and I think, you know, when I think about this card, it's a portal to something else, to a new beginning. And if you look, there's, you know, the spirals of life and everything. It's such a cool card. But you have to change. Like, it's a change in you. And you have to, like, think about what the lesson is you were supposed to learn. You know, and then move on, right? You have to actually change. You can't just hang out in that awful energy of waiting and waiting. So just thinking if I should pull, I'm going to pull an Earth Wisdom card. If I'm thinking about it this long, probably meant to. So we'll see if Earth Wisdom has anything to add. So really what I'm getting is, like, you know, oh, I should shuffle, shouldn't I? I should shuffle. Get the energy in for this reading. You know, there was something in the way of your flow. Remove it, remove it or accept it, and then you can give birth to new things. So, any messages from Spirit? All right, 3 passes. Here we go. 1. 2. Goodness. I think that was all supposed to come out. And 3. Wow. Earth Wisdom had a lot to say. We have freedom. Right? If this is a karmic situation that you're going through, and I'm pretty sure it is for me, like, I'm just freeing myself from this, you know, this attachment, this particular attachment in this lifetime. But apparently this is a pattern that has happened over many lifetimes. You know, me getting attached and me caring more than the other person. And I just need to know when to let go. Boundaries. So knowing, you know, knowing that my space is sacred and that I can't control what other people do or how they behave. I can only really control how I behave. Grace. Okay. There's grace. Just to be graceful. There's no animosity or anger or anything like that in the ending of this particular relationship, right? There's none of that. There's no revenge, or, you know, there's nothing like that. Just 2 people who've grown apart. You know, divine light. So, you know, like, this is Stonehenge in the background here, but, you know, I really definitely felt the block to the light. Like, I had put this stone here and blocked the light, because I was letting, you know, my sadness and my, you know, and my whatever block any energy from coming in or going out. Look at the big picture. You know, the big picture is, you know, that's so speaks volumes, right? The big picture, you know, this friendship was just one part of a whole path that I'm on for spiritual awakening. And focusing on that was keeping me from focusing on the spirit world and heart healing. I love Spirit. Spirit always has great messages for me. So, in short, chin up, Buttercup. Look at your life. Look at whatever's blocking you. Accept it and move on. If it's, you know, only keep things that resonate for you in the highest good and help you be the best person that you can be. Don't hold on to energy that pulls you down. And know when you're the energy pulling you down. When you're putting the rock there. You're putting that big tree in the way. You have the power to put it there. You have the power to take it away. I am wishing you all the very best in light and love. Have a great day. Bye-bye.